Okay, guys, so now we're going to be doing our neck palpation. So we're going to be looking at upper fibrous traps, we're going to be looking at scalenes, and we're going to be looking at the SCM. So to start, just a quick review, we know our upper fiber trap starts at the EOP, comes down to nuchal ligament and C7, and it's going to go down to the collarbone, the acromion, and a little bit onto the spine of the scapula. So the action, of course, is to elevate the shoulder. So we're going to get our model to elevate the shoulder, and we can already see that muscle pop up. So to palpate, again, we would have our hands close to that origin insertion, and we're just going to palpate that muscle very easily for us, right? We're going to be able to palpate the belly of that muscle. Bring your shoulder down for me, thank you. Next one we're going to do is our scalenes. Remember, ipsilateral contraction of our scalenes is going to be slight flexion and ipsilateral side flexion. Okay, so for that, we're going to just take our patient slightly into a little bit of flexion and a little bit of ipsilateral side flexion. Okay, so we're treating or we're palpating the right scalenes in this case, so anterior, middle, and posterior scalenes. Remembering they come off of C2 to C7, the lateral part of the spine, the transverse process, and attach to the first and second ribs. So again, we're going to place our hands close to the first and second ribs as we can, and we're just going to place a little bit of force going against the pull of the muscle. So we're going to try to keep our force in a frontal plane, and what we're going to do is then we're going to palpate. So with our stationary hand here, we're going to palpate the scalenes, and we should feel those pop up pretty quickly. They should feel like piano keys, or piano strings, sorry. I don't even know if pianos have strings. Guitar strings, let's go with that. And our third muscle we're going to be looking at here is our sternocleidomastoid. So remembering, if we can say the name, the SCM, we know it's going to come from that SC joint, and it's going to come up here to our mastoid, which we palpated before. Remember, it feels like a dinosaur tooth. And the action, of course, is ipsilateral side flexion and contralateral rotation. And even here, we can see that nice big muscle popping out. Okay, so again, we can palpate that muscle belly, and we can add a little bit of rotation force against our client there, trying to rotate the back ipsilaterally, and we should really easily feel that muscle pop out into our fingers.